basically stop trolling me, stop having the police at my house every 5 minutes, which is what he was doing, if I joined the server. So I made it, because I've got my mother here, don't forget. So I made up a lie and said, I'm already in the server. And he said, oh, what's it? What? He probably knew I wasn't. He goes, what number are you under? I said, oh, it's a secret account. I would have given it to him if I was under it, for God's sake. I didn't even know how to use Discord at that time. And I just said it just to get him off my back. So really look into that video, guys, when you hear that, I will offer you pardon if. There you go. It says it in the beginning of the video.
There was a fake Angie account in there. There was a fake Angie account.
Yeah, that was Johnny that put that in there. Only Tony official cleared it all up and said Angie was not in the server, and he cleared it all up, didn't he?
I don't understand. I promise you, I don't understand, because I do know it was a troll group, only because I was talking to somebody about it.
Yeah, no, it was a really bad troll group that made people's lives hell.
People say it was all different things, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I can, from the screenshots that I was sent, because I obviously had to get somebody in there to take pictures of my family.
Yeah.
Who were going in there. Angie was never in there. They talked about Angie, and I've got screenshots of them talking about Angie, but Angie was never in there. I can't confirm that. But you just like my niece had to literally do a public apology on TikTok. She had to surrender on TikTok.
Apologise what for?
For kicking them out their boxes, for talking to him. I mean, one night I had a 24-hour live with Kazzy and a girl called Kendra. Alex come in to try and stick up for me and my niece. But you're going back now 2 years, pal, then.
What about?
Like, so when my trolling started, it was about 2 years ago, and I did it was like I went all through the night having a back and forth with this girl called Kazzy and Kendra.
Yeah.
But back then, TikTok was completely different.
I don't, honestly, I'm still none the wiser over any of it. Like I say, I have asked questions about it to a certain person, but they just said it was a trolling group to troll this Rose person. But that's what I'm asking, was it going on before then? Because I asked about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, because I thought it was something the dark web or some kind of web. Anyways, it wasn't. It was that, this person said. So I was asking about it, and was it anything bad? I said, because I can't be friends with anybody who's, like, bad in that. Because what I thought it was. And anyways, all come to all, it was a trolling thing. That's how I knew it was trolling.
But the actual PLM now aren't around. Yeah. The people are, but the actual...
Yeah.
The actual group, what they used to do, isn't around like that anymore. But the people are still around.
I don't know.
It's really hard to get your head around. It's really hard to explain. But the actual PLM server, it does not stand as a PLM server. No more.
I never used to understand it when I used to go at Angie over it, because it was only over that video when me and her wasn't talking. I said, and you're in this, that, and the other. But it was only just because I knew I'd get a reaction out of it. I didn't even know what I was talking about. I didn't understand what it was.
No, I didn't even know how to use Discord at that time.
Angie, I have to say, Angie went through her horrendous time with PLM. I can't, and everybody that knows, Angie went through a horrendous time. Wow. They threatened her house, they threatened her mum, they threatened everything that they could have thrown at Angie, they threw at Angie.
Well, one of them, that purple name, whoever it was, come on the phone to my son and said, we're going to get your mum, we're going to grape her in the back of the burger van and then torch it and do whatever, like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I had to say to my son, just change that number, get rid of it. Because, sorry, they phoned him back a second time, that's why I said change the number. Because it's still on the burger van, the old work number. That was my old work number, and he took it for work.
If you changed your phone number, Pearl, when you was getting trolled by the group, you'd have to change your phone number probably every 3 days, 4 days. That's how bad it was. You'd get
Guys, I
called
don't know
up
how many
the
times I was not forced in the server. I don't know who said that. I was not forced. I just lied and said I was in there on a fake account. Oh my goodness.
If you was yeah, but the thing is, Angie, people wasn't around at the time it was happening. You can tell when you're lying on live, Angie. I've watched you long enough. So when you're telling your little porcupines, you can tell by your face.
Yeah.
And everybody knows, and I'm not going to deny, I was scared at the time. You could see you were scared. You weren't sleeping. You could see what was going on. So the people that wasn't around at that time will never understand. They'll just remember, yes, you did have them in your boxes. So did everybody else. Because if you didn't, you get trolled even more.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were at the beginning. Do you know what I mean? When they started trolling me, I put them in my boxes for it to stop. You know, because I was, we all saw it. I don't want to go into it again. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I have to admit, Angie, for you, I never spoke about it on live at all. Like, I never spoke about what was going on. But watching somebody else go through what I was going through, it was horrendous.
Yeah.
And I put myself in so much shit where I've jumped up in boxes where people have been in there and trolling people. And I've said, just don't talk about them, don't troll them.
Yeah, I reported them to the police, but I don't think the police don't do anything.
Because it's a group.
Yeah, you said, yeah.
So, like, if I said in the group, just say I said Joan, John and Fred were in this group, you have to take each one of the group down separately. So I'd have to take John separately. Like, so the people in the group, you can't take a group down. You can only take down one person at a time.
Oh, yeah.
New Earth, go away. You're the biggest hypocrite on here. That's why I don't come on my Boomy account. I do not come anywhere round on my Boomy account. But I was not going to have Ruth sit there.
On a Boomy account now.
Because I am on another account, Pearl, but nobody knows who I am. I will not reveal who I am anymore. I hid completely. I come off this. It got that bad, and I'm not going to lie, I did, and ended up in hospital. It was that bad. I ended up in hospital. Ruth phoned the hospital to see if I was in there.
Ruth with no proof?
Yeah, and I did do my thing on a Clapper Live. Because I thought if I did take...
You was on Clapper?
I was on Clapper, and things were just getting too tough. So while I was on the Clapper Live, I thought if I take me, then if
so you do on Clapper?
I took too many tablets, Pearl.
No.
With the hope by taking the tablets, and my words were Kazzy, and there was a girl called Kazzy, a man called Dipper, and I said, this one's for you, Kazzy, this one's for you, Dipper.
Can I ask you something, Boomy? Why did you feel the needs then to go on a live? If you were seriously thinking about ending your life and taking tablets, why did you feel the need to go on live to do that for?
So my friend got trolled really, really bad, and I had to leave my family and go and stay with her for a week because the trolling got that bad. They would not give in. They kept going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
In my eyes, when I lost my mum, I lost a part of me. So even though I've got children that are older, I want to be with my mum, if that makes sense. So I was on an all-time low, so I was grieving for my mum. They knew I was grieving for my mum.
Listen, I understand all of that. I'm not asking about that. I understand all of that, and my heart goes out to you and everything. But what I'm asking is, why did you feel the need to take a load of tablets on a live, and especially when you've got children, Boomy, like...
Because it was my children that were getting... My daughter's a dwarf, Pearl.
Right.
So they didn't just go for me. They went for my family, my husband at one...
To me, sorry, Boomy, I'm keep butting in. So to me, that was like adding salt into the wound, because what if your children... So you've just said they were getting trolled, but then you wanted to end your days.
Yes.
It could have been in front of your children. So I don't... Honestly, I'm not being...
Boombox, do you mind if I can answer this? But can you correct me if I'm wrong, Boombox?
I'm only thinking like, why will somebody would do that on live, and that would be reaching out to people for help. As in,
So it was Clapper.
this is what I'm going through. This is how you're making me feel. Can you stop?
Yeah, so
I don't know
Clapper.
if that's true.
People couldn't see me on Clapper Pearl. Like I could see you, people couldn't see me. So Clapper's like favoured. You can have a picture on or a
I've never
picture
been on
off.
there either, sorry.
Did you do it on live because you felt like you wanted to be with other people? You didn't want to be alone at the time of doing that.
I did it because I was hoping that the trolling would stop. They'd leave my friend alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're reaching out for help, but you wanted people to see what you were going through. I do understand that.
I wanted them to meet. I wanted them.
If you look at a couple of people on here, per what they have done on social media, I kind of understand that. You know, we know who I'm talking about.
Leave me alone, pal. I couldn't take no more. I physically and mentally, I was standing up for my family. I'm loyal to my friends. I was standing up for my friends, and I could not do any more. So I thought, if I take myself away, I'm not here no more. Let's stop trolling these people.
I don't know, I'm just going off my own self, but I think if I was in that position, and God keep it far away, I'd want to be by myself. The last thing I would think of was looking for a site where I was going to go on and do that, and maybe my children be watching. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and listen, everybody will feel different over the situation.
Yeah, I knew that my children weren't. I knew my children weren't watching because two of my children don't come on here, so I knew they weren't watching.
Can I just say something to Pearl though? So I don't mean to keep interrupting,
No,
but
go on.
I think when you feel that way, when you're not in the right headspace, right? Number one,
Yeah.
you're not thinking about kids. You're not thinking about anything, right? All you're thinking of is you want the pain to stop. You want to feel how you're feeling to go away. And some people want to feel like there was someone when they're gonna when they're gonna do something, right? They want to know that there's people around them. When you look at like a couple of people on here, they've actually done that on social media, right? For one,
I can't get my head around that. I still
no, it
can't.
could be like reaching out for help, or number two, they want to feel like they're with someone while they do that. But the people are not in their right headspace. I mean, they don't think about their children, they don't think about their family they're going to leave behind. They don't think about that. They're not in the right headspace. Do you know what I mean?
Then no, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Do you know? Like, I don't know. But just how I would think.
Yeah, let's look at Lorna's comment there, Pearl. I don't want to say that person, but look at Lorna there in the comment.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Guy, it's not that selfish. Why would you traumatise someone to watch you do that? They didn't see my face. They could hear me with the pills in my hand. And what I was trying to say was, I can't take no more. This is now what you brought me to. You all wanted me to DIE. I'm doing it now. You can watch me. This is on your head. I'm doing this. This is on your head. I didn't think about my
Angie, keep the chat a minute. Just
I just don't think people think rationally. I don't think people think rationally. Do you know what I mean? When you're in that, people have done that on social media. And they're not here anymore. That's really sad. They're not thinking rationally. They're not thinking of the people watching them. They're reaching out for help. Or number one, or number two, they don't want to feel like alone. When people said you do it alone, not necessarily. People want to feel that they have people around them at the time. I know it sounds strange, but I do get it. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense, Boomy, what I've said?
Yeah. And I come off, like people saying you should delete that, come off. I did. My Boomy account isn't around. If you look, this is not my Boomy account. This is not the account I had a lot of followers, and I had a lot of whatever the other word is.
Yeah, what I'm saying, if you don't want to be here anymore, you're not thinking of who's watching, children, you're not thinking of your family, you're not thinking anything really, are you?
The one I was thinking of the most, when I was thinking about it, was my daughter. Because they trolled Danielle so bad, it was unreal. I mean, bad.
You're exactly positive, Kai. Okay, sometimes there's a huge cry for help. Yeah, you break down. You're not the right headspace.
The police couldn't help me. There was nothing the police could do. They come and put cameras up. They put chains on my door. They come and did all that. There was nothing else they could do.
Yeah, and Pearl, you say you don't understand that. I do get it because, like I said, it could be a huge cry for help. You don't want to feel alone while you do it, but you're not thinking straight. You're not in the right headspace. You just don't want to, you're not thinking of who's watching. You're not thinking about your family. People that don't want to, be here. They're not, do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense.
That's it, but everybody will just feel different, I suppose, won't they?
Yeah, you look lovely and tanned, Pearl.
Thanks.
Well, anyway, because I'm getting trouble something chronic in the thing, and I can't be dealing that again. So I'm going, but I will send it over to you.
Okie doke. Thank you.
Right, I'll catch you all later.
My brain's boggled, because I suffer from afterthought. And
Yeah.
I do. I think about things. And
Yeah, but they're not having the afterthought after
Yeah.
when they're not here anymore, Pearl. They don't care. You lose caring of everything. So they're certainly not thinking who's watching them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's selfish. I know you're thinking it's selfish, but however, they're not thinking of anyone else. Do you get what I'm saying? But not, it's just not the right headspace, not thinking straight.
Like I say, everybody will be different, but everybody needs somebody to talk to at times, don't they? And then if things get that bad,
you know what the biggest, the worst message people put out on here, and I hear it quite a few times, is people that feel that way would never talk about it. They would just do it. That's such a bad message because so many people do reach out before that happens. Yeah. Because they do, and I think it's a bad message to be putting out there.
See, that's why it's good to if you have anything like that going on, to have your safe place where you can go and talk to somebody about it. And I don't mean just like a friend or somebody. I think if somebody suffers really bad with mental health, to have a professional to speak to, because there isn't there but there again, if you were feeling that bad, would you reach out to them at that time? I don't know.
Matt Nats Jones, I disagree with what you said there, because there was this young woman, she was being harassed, because you also know what makes you do something like that. You're very wrong. You can actually be finding yourself in court, because if you bully someone, harass someone, or anything that you do, there was this young lady, she's 25, and she was being harassed by her ex. She did that unthinkable, and he went to jail for 2 years for harassing her. For harassment. So please don't sit there and say you can't be forced. Yes, you can. Believe me, you can.
You know that man who the people was on about, did you actually see it online?
Not the actual thing, but you could hear. You could hear.
I can remember something about it, but I can never remember seeing anything about it,
Yeah, you could see that the neighbours break into smashing in the windows.
Yeah. I'm changing the subject because this is very depressing.
Very morbid, isn't it? Yeah.
It's very depressing. Barring from that, so everybody who's in on Saturday night, me and Angie will be doing our happy trolling. Not
yes. Well, we don't know what way it's going to go. So last time it went, but tits up.
Hey, my V. So yes, it did, because it was funny just for people coming in and what was happening, on the screen and that. Like we say, we don't know who we're going to get in. We just press some randoms. The odd time we'll get somebody in that we know, but we're going to have a nice fun live on Saturday night.
Yeah.
It'll be good because no buzzballs. I've got a load in the fridge, a load of it. Yeah, Angie, the last time, how many did I put into myself that night?
Huh?
How many buzzballs?
8. You said 8.
Yeah, and I've got...
Just send you a message, Pearl.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I sent you a message.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know what that's about.
Can't wait for Saturday. Bring on Saturday. I mean...
Oh, God. I don't know, but yes, it's going to be fun. It is. But
yeah.
Buzzballs At 13, but they're very strong. But I only like the chocolate ones. And it's like a little milkshake. Then all of a sudden, before you know it, the legs has absolutely left you. The brain went a long time ago, and it's just, listen, it's just...
You kind of disappeared, I think, throughout that Saturday. That's where you went.
Oh, God. Make them drink one Buzzball. Oh, no, I love them. I absolutely bloody love them. It's what they have made to Pearl and Angie. I like green ones. No, they're like petrol. You know them? Do you like them, Angie? You know
the orange ones, yeah.
Oh, no. Nah.
You get used to them, but the chocolate ones, they're a bit sickly.
No, see, I like anything sickly. I can't drink the other ones, I'll tell the truth. Can you remember once I tried them and one Buzzball, I had to fill the glass up 3 times, pouring so much in and fill it. It was like petrol. I was
oh my goodness.
going to get a chocolate one the other day and ended up leaving it. My Snell tried them, they're absolutely beautiful. Not the flavoured ones, because to me, but Angie likes them, other people might like them. Luke likes the other ones and all. But to me, they like petrol. I just prefer the chocolate ones. Yes. Do they give you a hangover? Well, can you remember that one time when I come on live and then all you could hear us? I thought I'd muted myself and I didn't. And all you could hear us was spewing all day on the Sunday. I was ill.
Oh, my God.
I had enough of my prescription meds. Can't wait for Saturday, ha ha. But no, they're very nice. Lethal, but nice.
Yeah, they are lethal. They are lethal. They're yeah, definitely. So they're only small, aren't they?
Yeah, but the explosive, isn't they? Oh, he is the Buzzball king himself. I'm the chocolate queen Buzzball. Angie is the orange queen Buzzball, and Luke likes...
oh, is he here, Luke?
Yeah, he's just come in.
Luke, I have a bone to pick with you in the box.
Immediately. Immediately. Comment, because I don't know if the boxes is working or not. Is he still in or is he gone? Small but lethal. Luke, stop playing hard to get with Angie. Just request the box, will you? Instead of being backward. Luke, are you doing the dare battle? What dare battles? Is that tonight?
Oh, I think he's doing it with Dave. Oh. You should do those dare battles, Pearl, because you're really good at those.
Definitely not. Have you seen what they've been doing in them dare battles? Drinking their own...
Oh, what?
No, sorry. I am so sorry.
I couldn't do that.
Luke, comment if you want to be in the box. Just comment so I can put you in that way, because every time I'm going to the requests, they're all just knocking off.
Oh, yeah, that's disgusting. That's probably a regular thing for Luke, though, to be honest, drinking his own wee.
I thought you meant to be disgusting.
No, to drink his own wee. And to be honest, his knee to be on his knees, barking like a dog. Dave did that yesterday.
In the box, Angie wants you immediately.
I want to know, because that would be my dare to him, to be on his hands and knees, barking like a dog, eating dog food.
Luke, where you're at? Comment.
No, actually, to act like a horse. We know what you've been doing to your horses, Luke.
Oh, Luke. Luke, get in the box. Luke, immediately.
I'm doing them tomorrow. Pearl, can you mod me? Because I just want to block this Gemini.
Why?
She's a stalker of mine.
Luke? She's one of mine.
Yeah, of course. Well, she would be.
Luke, just ignore me, baby.
That's kind of rude, Luke.
He doesn't stalk me.
She's a rat, mate.
It takes one to know one, Luke.
Luke, Angie's got a dare for you.
Angie, I can't come for you.
What was that, Pearl?
Luke, tell him Angie, tell Luke your dare that you've got for his battles.
Oh yeah, to sit on your knees and to act like a horse, eating horse food. What do horses eat, though? I don't know what horses eat.
Hay and sugar beet and
I'm not eating hay.
corn.
Eat hay.
I'm not eating... But Angie, have you had a drink today?
No, I haven't.
You're a liar because you're giggling, and I know when you've had a drink because you
I
start giggling.
swear on everything I love, I haven't. People know I haven't. I've been live most of the day.
Oh yeah, okay, she's fine. She sounds right. Yeah, I'm doing it because I've got to go to Heathrow and pick someone up at. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Oh, who are you picking?
Mind your business, Angie.
Is it a date or what?
No, no one would go for me. You're nuts. Have you seen me?
Yeah.
Did you say it was a he or she?
It's a she, Angie. Angie.
Wow.
Right, I'm getting sick of your trolling of me.
She only asked a civil question, was it a he or
No,
a she?
she knows what she's doing.
No, I'm just
She knows what
asking.
she's doing. She's clever.
What the hell, Luke?
Luke.
She knows what she's doing. Angie's sort of like, yeah.
Like what?
No, I don't
Are you
care.
on the
You're just
buzzballs
bullying
again,
me.
Luke?
No, you're just bullying
Listen,
me.
Luke, don't get on those buzzballs and start touching those horses, okay?
Oh, that's
Step
vile.
away from the horses.
That's vile. You're the one that said you did something with your dog, and then you're coming out and saying this about a horse.
Oh, it's bestiality.
Don't come for me, Angie. Yeah? Yeah, Angie's a fan of that. She
Is there
subscribes
anybody in
to
the
it all.
chat who would like a blind date with our Luke?
Oh,
Please.
yeah, you should do a